this here out. Governor Newsom had to claim that he was in a Target and people were stealing in Target. But then Governor Newsom asks, well, why ain't nobody stopped the thief? Governor Newsom must have forgot about Prop 47. He changed the law to where you will not be charged if you steal under $1,000 or something like that right there. You is not supposed to try to apprehend and or detain somebody for stealing. He made that damn law. But he saw somebody stealing in Target and asked, why ain't nobody stop him? Got to be more careful. Here we go.
Tonight, battle lines are being drawn around the state over the push to reform Prop 47, the controversial voter-approved law that changed the threshold for certain crimes.
Yep.
So what's now getting considered, and how could it crack down on retail theft and other crime? CBS 13's Julie Watts is getting answers.
Well, guys, San Francisco's London Breed and San Jose Mayor Matt Mahan and the Oakland NAACP, they all announced today their support for a ballot measure to reform Prop 47, that is. They're among a growing number of Democrats backing this ballot measure, which the governor does not appear to support.
Oh, so now we got Democrats who was like, okay, enough is enough with people being able to steal and get away with it. And the governor, which is Democrat, he don't agree with them trying to repeal the 47.
It's called the Homelessness, Drug Addiction, and Theft Reduction Act, and it's intended to reform Prop 47. That's the 2014 voter-approved law that reduced punishments for drug possession and thefts under $950. As a result, even repeat and career thieves and people in possession of hard lethal drugs can now only face misdemeanors.
They can only face misdemeanors. Shout out to Buck Good for the $4 cash app. Say STD Friday. I want it raw as a non-cooked steak out here.
Which in California means no prison time and rarely any time in jail. In fact, officers can't even arrest someone for a misdemeanor unless they witness the crime firsthand.
Y'all see that? In case you didn't know what's going on in California, officers cannot even arrest them if they did not see it. This is a law that was put in place some years ago. And I reported on it, and I was like, well, what the hell wrong with these damn people? California be doing the most out here, man.
Enter the new ballot proposal. It's been billed a Republican-led initiative, but it's actually sponsored by a group of victims advocates and business and public safety leaders, including the former California Corrections Secretary and former prominent DAs. Top donors include Walmart and Target, and people have been lining up outside grocery stores to sign the petition to get it on the ballot.
People have been signing up to get this shit on the ballot to reverse Prop 47. They saying shit need to be changed. Now, how do the governor don't recognize that shit need to be changed?
Passed, among other things, DAs could once again charge repeat offenders with a felony. It would create a new treatment-mandated felony for hard drug users with multiple convictions, which would be dismissed once they complete treatment. And judges could once again sentence drug traffickers to state prison instead of county jail.
They was only able to sentence drug traffickers. What? Wait, what? I didn't know that part right there. Permits the judges to use their discretion to sentence drug dealers to state prison instead of county jail. Dealers will only be able to go or only be able to be sentenced to county jail and not prison. Wow. But in y'all states across the country, if you got that crack, yeah, go to prison. But go ahead. The drug dealers, county jail.
Judges could once again sentence drug traffickers to state prison instead of county jail. Mayors across the state have been announcing their support.
And I was like, why am I spending $380? Everyone can walk the hell right up.
Notably, many of those mayors were on that Zoom call with the governor last week when he was caught on tape explaining he witnessed a shoplifting at Target and the clerk blamed him for the increase in retail theft.
As we're checking out, the woman says, oh, he's just walking out. He didn't pay for that. I said, well, why are you stopping? She goes, oh, the governor. Swear to God, true story. And my mom's great. The governor lowered the threshold. There's no accountability.
This is what an employee of Target told the governor. Do y'all understand, by him telling the story, she did not recognize that he was the governor? Right? You say, Willie, it's a different world from where we came from. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Get out. The woman says, "Oh, he's just walking out. He didn't pay for that." I said, "Well, why didn't you stop him?"
He, the governor who put this prop in place, say, "Well, why didn't y'all stop him? You put the law in. You the one put the law in place. You forget." I think he had them forgot.
She goes, "Oh, the governor."
Say, "Oh, the governor." That means she did not recognize you. So she don't even know who her governor is. She may know the name, but she don't recognize the face.
Swear to God, true story. On my mom's grave.
Swear to God, true story on my mama.
The governor lowered the threshold. There's no accountability.
The governor lowered the threshold. He should have never even put that there in place. He should have known then he lowered the threshold, and this would help people and or incentivize people to be out here doing what they're doing now.
Now, sources tell us the governor is opposed to the proposed ballot measure and has actively discouraged retail industry groups from supporting it. The governor's office wouldn't comment on that today, but did point us to his recent budget presentation where he publicly opposed reforming Prop 47.
And not to say everything about 47's hunky-dory and perfect, and we want to help fix some of the ambiguities there, but we can do it without reforming or going back to the voters 47 itself. And
we can do it. We can change some things without going back to the voters. Wait, what? We can change some things, but we don't want to go like all the way back. And he just told the story about Target.
That's what we proposed yesterday.
Instead, the governor wants legislation from lawmakers focused specifically on certain types of thefts and to make it easier for officers to arrest someone for a misdemeanor, whether or not they witnessed the crime. Notably, the governor's CHP security detail was presumably with him when he witnessed that recent crime at Target, so they could have arrested that suspect if they wanted. The governor's office declined to comment.
Oh, yeah. So his security, which is officers, could have and should have arrested that person for stealing because, remember, they saw it.
Comment on why they did not, and a CHP spokesperson said they do not release information related to personnel assignments, security tactics, or protection strategies.
Now, lawmakers are beginning to introduce individual pieces of legislation, some of which actually overlap with this ballot measure from the DAs. But anything that would reform Prop 47 would have to go back to voters at the ballot, since, of course, it was voter approved to begin with.
It was voters approved. Yeah. Yeah. Now, listen. Everybody jumps on Newsom because of this, because he came up with this fly shit. But the voters had to vote on it. Ooh. We also got to blame you stupid people for voting on it. But watch this here too. And this is why I be like, the majority of people, they should not have the right to vote and or vote. If you don't know what the hell is going on, you shouldn't be able to vote, in my mind. You don't even know who you voting for and what you was voting for. You should not be able to vote. A lot of people, they just go right down the ballot and vote. Yay, nay, whatever it is. Democrat, shit like that right there. The older people typically tell the younger people how to vote when they get in the booth because they understand that the younger people don't know what the hell going on. And the older people is just trying to get numbers. Say some people stealing votes. Yeah, they is. For real, though. This is a real problem. And now, but y'all do got to really understand this right here, too. The people voted for this shit, though. That if they don't know that if you don't hold people accountable, it incentivizes people to keep doing what they're doing. People who don't normally steal, it has incentivized them to start stealing. They didn't know that this shit was gonna happen. And I'm the one without the damn degree. I don't understand. I really don't understand. We got one more to go with that one right there. We not finna let up. Hold on. Shout it. We not finna let up because we got the other one. What did I do with that? A, B, C, D, E, F, G? E, F, G, or what did I do with it? Damn it, I never grabbed it. That's just stupid. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Damn it, I am gonna have to find like another system to have my videos lined up. But that's what happens when you be running behind. Hold on. Let's see. Governor Newsom did something. Let me just click on it and it just may pop up. Was it this one? Governor Newsom say, and this is 206. I found it. Bam, that boy that's sharp. That boy do so much out here in these streets. I got to give myself a pat on the back to find that doggone material. Let me remove that part. Let me slide that, and we gotta wait a few seconds. We gotta wait 5 seconds, but let me put it up on the screen for you real quick. Hold on. This is the one where they were pointing it out. Watch this.
It started moments before a Wednesday press conference involving the mayors of California's big cities. Governor Gavin Newsom shared an encounter he had with a Target employee after seeing a shoplifter.
Keeps walking out. As we're checking out, the woman says, "Oh, he's just walking out. He didn't pay for that." I said, "Well, why aren't you stopping him?" She goes, "Oh, the governor."
Although it's unclear if grand theft would have applied to this situation, Newsom said he told the worker that at $950, California has the 10th toughest threshold in the U.S. for grand theft.
She looks at me twice, and then she freaks out. She calls everyone over, wants to take photos. I'm like, "No, I'm not taking a photo. We're having a conversation. Where's your manager? How are you blaming the governor?" And it was, $380 later. And I was like, why am I spending $380? Everyone can walk the hell right out.
The chair.
Whoa, slow me down. He said, well, why is everybody blaming the governor, but they have the toughest what?
Well, it's unclear if grand theft would have applied to this situation.
It's unclear if grand theft would have applied. Got it. Hold on. Shout out to Memphis Ken for the $1 Rumble rant. He say, Willie, I don't know all the issues because I live and let live, but some things need to be addressed. He say, vote if you want to be a part. There you go. Facts.
Newsom said he told the worker that at $950, California has the 10th toughest threshold in the U.S. for grand theft.
California has the 10th toughest threshold. $950 theft.
Threshold in the U.S. for grand theft.
The 10th toughest means nothing when they is running out of buildings like this right here. Y'all not prosecuting the people who stealing shit. What is he talking about?
Me twice, and then she freaks out. She calls everyone over.
So she did recognize him.
Take photos. I'm like, no, I'm not taking a photo. We're having a conversation. Where's your manager? How are you blaming the governor? And it was, $380 later. And I was like, why am I spending $380? Everyone can walk the hell right out.
I can't believe he said, well, why is you blaming the governor? It's your state. These are like your laws. These are the things that have been put in effect by the governor's office, right? I know the people voted in, but it came through the governor's office. Oh, hell, I think y'all were the ones who had created Prop 47 and put it up for the people to vote on it. What do you mean why is she blaming the governor?
Chairwoman of the California Republican Party gave a shout out to the worker on X, saying in her post that Newsom and Democrats are to blame for surging crime in the state. According to state data, shoplifting totals in 2022 are higher than 2021 and 2020, but still lower than pre-pandemic levels. Political analyst Nolan Higdon says it's no surprise that as governor, Newsom is taking blame.
Newsom has certainly been active in state politics here for years at this point. So he definitely bears some of the responsibility. But, a lot of the things that have to do with crime and or the lack of accountability when it comes to crime, these have been structural issues that are decades in the making.
It's structural issues decade in the making. Who run the damn state? Can we just stop with the see right there he politicking. Who run the state? Who make legislation? Who have the ability to make legislation? But if he don't want to be blamed, watch this. If he don't want to be blamed because this is also what the people had done voted for, then why aren't you in support of changing it?
Response to ABC7, Newsom's office highlighted his efforts to address crime and improve public safety, including a 310% increase in the annual operations to combat organized retail crime. Still, if crime rates go up, Higdon said it might only be more difficult for leaders in a blue state like California to defend their policies.
Unlike nationally, where you can, blame Trump or blame Mitch McConnell, it's really tough to do that in a state like California. And so Democrats have to own a lot of these problems. And I think that's why you see him and others kind of struggling to find the right response for how to deal with it.
Yeah, you don't have, the only response is it's on your watch. It is your fault.
Zach Fuentes, ABC7 News.
I don't even much. Who the hell is these people? And why these people is not asking the right doggone questions? Huh? These people do not be asking the right doggone questions, and or they don't be having the right response. They is just letting shit just slide. How is you gonna blame the governor? You in control. You was at the helm. You need to give the wheel to Jesus, because obviously you don't know how to drive.
And structural issues that are decades in the making.
In a response to ABC7, Newsom's office highlighted his efforts to address crime and improve public safety, including a 310% increase in the annual operations to combat organized retail crime. Still, if crime rates go up, Higdon said it might only be more difficult for leaders in a blue state like California to defend their policies.
You say if crime go up. Crime high as hell. What do you mean? If it go higher, then it's high right now. So if it go higher, it's going to become difficult then for the Democrats to defend themselves and defend policy and all that fly shit. What is we talking about?
It's unlike nationally, where you can, blame Trump or blame Mitch McConnell.
Wow.
It's really tough to do that in a state like California. And so Democrats have to own a lot of these problems.
Yep.
And I think that's why you see him and others kind of struggling to find the right response for how to deal with it.
These the people that you voted in office. Period, point blank. These the people that now listen, in California, the minds is also shifting, especially when it comes down to the business owners. All throughout their state. Remember, we pointed out in San Francisco and in Oakland, people is calling out their mayors and everything. I believe that there's going to vote out a whole bunch of people. Listen, this is going to be a beautiful year. I can almost I'm going to keep saying it. I think that this year, people is really going to wake up and be like, hold on. This is affecting my bottom dollar. And like I be trying to tell people, vote with your wallet. Vote with your wallet. Get your feelings out of it. Vote with your goddamn wallet. Because it's all about you. It should be about you. You is busting your ass, and right now, people is working and they losing a hell of a lot more money than they did before Biden got in office. You ain't even got to like Trump. You do not have to like Trump. Pay attention to your wallet. What's been changed? What's different? And that's all you got to do. What is different? Moving right along. I ain't gonna eat much.